If you're trying to grow your business brand, you're probably making this huge mistake that used to work, but it doesn't now. In many ways, business has been tipped on its head in the last 5 years. In fact, there's one particular thing that I think we should talk about, and that is the traditional marketing funnel and how it's changed. So one of the things that we used to think about as a business is building a business brand first, and then that business brand would sell products and services. And if you bought those products and services, you might meet some of the people associated with the business. And that's definitely the wrong way to think about business in today's marketplace. So social media is a massive technological revolution designed to amplify personal brands. It's not there to build business brands. In fact, we can see this looking at the data. Kylie Jenner has more followers than every cosmetics company combined. Cristiano Ronaldo has more followers than every single football club in the Premier League combined. Professor Brian Cox has got more followers than CERN. Elon Musk has got more followers than NASA, right? So what we're seeing is that the personal brand has got way more cut through, way more power than the business brand. In fact, one of the best examples is Richard Branson. Richard Branson has spent the last 50 years telling us to pay attention to Virgin and to get excited about the Virgin brand. But if we look online, we can see that millions of people follow Richard Branson and only a few 100,000 people follow the Virgin brand. Once again, it's the personal brand that gets massive cut through and not so much the business brand. So what do we need to think about when we're building a brand? So the new way to think about building a brand is personal brand first. It's the personal brand that people want to get to know, like, and trust first before they care about anything else. Your job as the founder is to position yourself as the key person of influence within your high value niche and to build a personal brand that people can get to know, like, and trust. You need to be on more videos, more podcasts, you need to put more content on LinkedIn, you need to be doing the things that are required to build that personal brand, because that's going to be more effective than anything else that you could possibly do. Have a look around some of the most incredible tech CEOs, people who really truly believe in automation and systems and processes and brands. They're all building personal brands. Recently, we've seen Mark Zuckerberg really developing his personal brand, putting a lot of effort into it. We've seen Mark Andreessen, who's been on a ton of podcasts, getting his personal brand out there. He was even on Joe Rogan. So we're seeing some of the people who are traditionally behind the scenes CEOs making sure that it's incredibly important that they put their personal brand out there as well. And probably one of the biggest ones that we've seen is the CEO of Microsoft and the CEO of Google, who are recently going on all the podcasts that they can get their hands on. So the personal brand is super important. What comes next? The next thing is a product purchase. So once people understand the personal brand, they want to know, what's the product that I start with? What is the first product that you think I should buy? If I like someone who's online, I think, what is it that they sell? So an example would be Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He tells you that he wants you to buy his tequila, Terramana. So he's recommending a particular product. Now, what I think most entrepreneurs should be doing is recommending a scorecard or an assessment, because it is a productized self-assessment process that allows people to reveal who they are. They share their data, they get immediate value, and it's free. So it's one of the best things that you can do. If you go on a podcast or a video, you can recommend that people go and get themselves an assessment. Another great product you might want to recommend is your book. Ray Dalio, one of the richest people in the world, the founder of Bridgewater, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, he recommends everyone gets the book, and that's the first product that he's recommending now. If you go to his website, it's all about getting the book. Even though he's got a lot of other things that he could talk to you about, it's all about making sure that you get that book. So that first product is going to be a book, or it's going to be an assessment. It's going to be something that's easy. It's going to be something that allows you to communicate that you're interested in this personal brand message that's being shared. And then finally, we get introduced to a business brand. And the business brand is where we feel like we've found a new community, we've found a new home or a new hub. People have bought the products, they're now part of the business, and now they're learning about the entire ecosystem of that business. So inside that business, you're going to find more products and services, more people, more communities, and it's all going to happen down here in the business. So we're going to hear about a person who's got a big message. We're going to buy a product that's super easy to get our hands on, something super simple, and then we're going to interact with their business. Tim Cook, iPhone, Apple. So we're going to go through it in that order. So let's run through a couple of examples. If you're a business coach, be on a big podcast and promote the podcast. On the podcast, mention that you've got a book or a scorecard, and then invite people who have taken the scorecard or requested the book to have some coaching and to actually join your business community or join your mastermind and be part of your business. So your personal brand, then the initial product, and then the business. Me personally, you'll see me out on videos, you'll see me out on podcasts, and most people, they interact with me first by buying one of my books or taking one of our scorecards, and then they find out about Score App or Dent or Book Magic, and that's typically the way that people find out about my businesses. They've come through a personal brand, then a product purchase, and then discovering about the business. So if you enjoyed that video, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, leave me a comment below. What is it that holds you back from building your personal brand? I read all of the comments and I'd love to incorporate your questions into my next video. And to notify you that the next video is coming out, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Look forward to seeing you soon.